Hanging out and joining us today. I'm Mike, and
This is Justin. Now we're good. I think we had a little audio thing, but we're good now. I'm Justin.
all right, I'm
Kings of
Mike.
War.
So thank you for joining us today. We
And
have
I'm Michael St. Michaels.
That's right. We have a
I don't know
special
what the hell
guest.
I'm doing here, but I'm here. I brought my voodoo doll, though, so, get upset, stick pins in it.
Yeah.
Did you make that?
No, I didn't. Somebody in, I think, Nebraska made that. One of my rabid fans.
Yeah.
I love my rabid fans.
Yeah, you have all kinds of awesome and rabid fans that make cool stuff, right?
Yes.
That's how we met each other, right?
Yeah.
Sculpting little figures of you when you didn't know, and then a friend of mine shared it on Facebook, I think, and then you or Sky saw it, and either way, the rest was history.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Those things sold pretty good. It was pretty cool. It was a lot of work, but it was really cool to make them. And matter of fact, I had gotten rid of the last one I have. I still have a couple that are like the artist proof, but I still have to finish out the ones that I have. So in my room of collectibles, I don't even have my favorite collectible, the one I made of you.
Yeah. I noticed when we shot the 5 golden rings, I had a place of honor at the Big Bang Toys and Collectibles over the toilet there.
Yeah. Bill, who owns there's a toy store here in Las Vegas called Big Bang Toys. Used to be owned by Bill Philpott that runs Days of the Dead, owned the Days of the Dead convention, and I went in there, was chatting with him, and he loves the Greasy Strangler as well, and so I told him about the figure, and I gave him one. He was happy, but yeah, it had its honor in the bathroom at the Big Bang Toy Store. And where does yours at? The one that I gave to you.
I have one that the first thing you see when you open my front door.
I love it. And you call that your little wall of fame or wall of shame? Is that right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think it's a wall of fame.
Yeah, just so if you guys don't know, Mike here made a custom figure for Michael. So it's pretty cool. We'll have to get that on camera soon.
I know. I got to get... you can see actually behind me, you can see my Blu-ray that when I met Michael, he autographed.
Well, hang on. I can go to my door and get it.
Go get it. If you want, go get it. Bring it over to the camera. Yeah, show it to you.
So let's give a little why he's doing that. Mike, give a little proper intro to Michael.
Yeah. We got started and just kind of started chatting. So Michael St. Michaels is an amazing actor, and one of my favorite films of all time is The Greasy Strangler, and he stars in that as Big Ronnie. And so I was lucky enough to meet Michael, and he, I made him a figure, and then I made some others, and he autographed them for me, and we'd sold them, but then I really wanted to work with him, and so I was lucky enough to get him to agree to make a short film with us. And so we wanted to bring him on today to kind of there's another really cool thing.
Yeah, what a fan of mine, this woman in Canada made this one for me.
Yeah.
It's needlepoint.
There's our figure. Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, it's as offensive and amazing as you can imagine. And again, one of my favorite things in the world.
I think this is the guy who's responsible for making the voodoo doll.
Oh,
that's
nice.
awesome.
And I also have my, can I get to it?
Hey, everyone on the chat. We got a lot of people, a lot of regulars here.
Yeah, a little bullshit artist pillow. Love it. Because that's the classic line from Greasy Strangler is bullshit artist. That's said. Yeah. Do you have any idea the number of times that's said in that film?
I know that I took a picture in the office one time holding this when I still had a day job.
Uh-huh.
And the last time I looked, which is a couple of years ago, it had almost 600,000 likes.
Oh, wow. I think I remember that picture. I do, actually, now that you say that. You were at like an office, right?
Yeah.
Did you have like a shirt on it, like a Greasy Strangler shirt on as well, maybe?
I might have had the one that they wrote the cease and desist letter about. It
Was it?
said Big Mike
Uh
and instead of Big Ronnie, and they got upset about that.
huh. Was the film company got upset about it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
somebody wrote him a letter. I don't know.
I would have thought you'd get away with it since it says Big Mike. Do you want to take a quick second? Justin was doing there is to say hello to everyone in the chat. We got about 30 or 40 people hanging out with us and watching. And again, we started to introduce you, Mike. Mike is a actor who's done a lot of work for a long time. Some really cool films for us horror fans. The Video Dead, that's which I just was rewatching last night. What a fun movie, and I can't wait to kind of ask you some questions about that. And then also, obviously the Greasy Strangler, but tons of other stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
How long have you been acting?
The first gig I had was when I was a little kid. I was an ivory snow baby in a bathtub with Manuel Alvarez Bravo's daughter,
Oh,
who was about my age, if she's still alive. And we were the Ivory Babies in Mexico for some magazine. When I was in preschool, I was on a show called Happy Talk Time.
okay.
But I didn't know what TV was because we didn't have one. This was in the late 40s, I think.
Oh, wow.
And I remember they asked me, what'd you do this weekend? And I said, I went to a movie. And, oh, what'd you see? And I said, oh, a car rolled down a hill and the bears ate the people. And they never had me speak again on that show. But every day I would get a new set of a new Erector set or a new Lincoln Log set.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
That's kind of
it
a kid's dream. Yeah.
It was my parents' nightmare, but
So then you did some acting when you were a child, and then you got into some other stuff, right? Like as you grew up, like you did hairdressing. Is that correct? Like,
yeah. I decided to become a hairdresser when, mainly for the sex. After 10 or 12 years, though, I got really good at doing hair. I was really lucky to work with some incredible people who were not jealous about their abilities and felt that everybody should be able to share everything. And that, and they paid for all your training and sent you, they sent me to Sassoon's and several other places. I ended up doing platform work.
oh wow.
Where you go to hair shows and I'd be demonstrating some weird crap.
Yeah. How long did you do hairdressing for?
About 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah. It was getting boring though, so
So you hop back into acting? Or were you doing acting during it as well?
No, I did sailing. I was a partner in a punk club in San Diego in the late 70s.
Oh, wow.
And that was really fun. And then I had to make a giant escape from San Diego, fearing for my freedom. And I got as far as San Francisco and found out I could come back. And I thought, I'll see what's happening here.
Then you settled back in?
Yeah, no, I got a PA job on Return of the Black Stallion through a friend. I was doing hair at a hack haircutting place in Berkeley. And then I did this thing on Return of the Black Stallion. And I always said if I could find something that was either more fun or easier, I'd give up doing hair. And it definitely wasn't easier, but it was more fun. And so I got into that. And then I did some plays at Fort Mason because they thought, oh, well, if he works for Coppola, he must be great, which wasn't true.
We have a fan in the audience that said Greasy Strangler was a hoot. And also Cindy says that she is a disco cutie. So
Ah,
I thought you'd like to hear that. Thank you, Cindy, for joining and for commenting. Yes, Greasy Strangler is a hoot. I do want to go back real quick to what you just said there, though. Did you say you worked with Coppola?
yeah, my first job in the film business was as a PA on Return to the Black Stallion, and that was his company while he was going under.
Really?
And I learned a lot there. Uh, then I think it was Outsiders or something like that. Probably the only film Coppola ever did that came in under time and under budget. I dubbed Martin Sheen's voice because they were having problems with it. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't remember what I said, but it was just one word.
Oh, really?
And they just sort of added it to his speech to give it a little bit more. And I
That,
don't know.
that's cool. You've worked with and around a lot of really cool people in your career. I know we chatted before. You
I
kind of
know
had
they're
some fun
really lucky.
stories. Yeah,
I
that's
know.
awesome.
Jack Benny gave me 15 pounds of candy when I had my tonsils out when I was 4.
Oh yeah. Was it? There was like, did your father know them or something like that? Is that what you?
I think my mother did.
Okay.
She did PR. She did PR. I think at that time she was working for Hudson Motor Car Company, which was busy going under.
Yeah. uh, so what have you been up to lately? I mean,
Eating.
okay.
I finally got my first C-19 shot yesterday.
Oh, did you? How you feeling?
I feel fine.
Good.
You know, my arm, you can feel it in my arm a little bit, but it's not, but since I don't do anything with my arms, they're, uh, it's not nothing,
Not affecting
it's
you too
great.
much.
Uh, and I did a thing on Facebook with a guy in England who I can't remember, and I can't remember the name of the film, but the scene goes like it looks like I'm having an argument with him about wearing masks,
Oh,
and then I leave frame, and you see the shirt, the same kind of shirt I'm wearing, coming behind him because he's in Kent, which is southwest England, and I strangle him, and then I come back into frame with fingers, eyeballs, earlobes, and junk like that. Put it on a piece of bread and dump oil on it, and have lunch.
it's just in Big
And
Ronnie style. That's a
yeah,
Big Ronnie style move for sure, right?
but and then I worked with Will Wheaton on a thing in North Carolina just before we got shut down.
Oh,
In fact, we
cool.
got shut down as soon as we got back here, and they still have a couple of days of shooting to do on that thing. But I'm not any part of that part of it. That was let's see, Neil Jones was one of the producers of it, and he's an actor in it also.
Oh, cool.
And it was fun, So the premise of that is this is 50 years after this cult film, and neither one of us did anything for the last 50 years, but we're at this convention because we shot it at Mad Monster, and we're selling blenders for $20, which is a great deal for a blender.
Yeah.
But apparently, I was a football player, and after the game, I would chop up the opposing people and throw them into a blender and drink them.
That's funny, man.
Kind of reminds me of a little bit of Corpse Grinders, the Ted Michaels movie.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
chopping them up and feeding them to the cats. That's what that movie was
No,
about. Well, that's cool. Yeah,
Michael.
yeah. Do you know who Ted Michaels was? Did you hear of him?
Pardon?
Have you ever heard of Ted Michaels, the older filmmaker? He's passed away now, but he made a lot of like independent films for a very long time.
No.
Oh, you're gonna call.
Ah, Let's see what they're trying to sell me this time.
While we were waiting to
Yes?
set up, Michael's getting a lot of scam calls, and he gives them hell. I can't quite hear it.
Oh, well, it's just from law enforcement agencies
You're in
to
trouble again.
suspend my social security number.
It's like the
That's
third one
funny.
of these he's gotten in the past half hour, right, Justin?
I mean, hey, if it wasn't for them, nobody would be calling me.
That's amazing.
They never end.
So one of the reasons why we had, well, we'll have you on every day if you want to come on every day. But one of the reasons why we had you on here is we'd been chatting lately about our short film that we made, called 5 Golden Rings. That's hopefully going to be is part of an anthology that we're hoping to get finished. Hopefully this year. It should be out by Christmas this year. We'll see if it gets out. But we wanted to share that short film with people, and
Yeah, we got time.
yeah. So right now we have. You want to do that right now, Mike? Should we put it on for the audience and then we'll come back and chat about it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so guys, yeah, we're gonna play. Justin's got, I think, it queued up, but we have the. This is a short film that I made. It's the first time I worked with Justin on a film, and obviously the first time I got to work with Michael St. Michael's here, and he plays a store owner in our toy store. Oh, and there's Darren Flores in the chat who also plays. Hey, Darren, what's up, buddy? Darren plays Michael's co-star. So,
All right, we're gonna launch the film right now.
Hey. Thanks for coming in. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Hello, Ronald. Come here.
This is a toy store?
Toys and collectibles.
Collectibles.
Yep.
Like adults buy this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I guess this really wasn't what I was expecting.
I understand. So, how may we help you?
It's my wife.
Okay.
And my wife and my best friend. They,
Oh.
and I can't take it anymore. You know, I caught them the first time on my birthday last year. Everybody was drinking, I passed out, and when I woke up, she was blowing him.
That's not good.
And they said it was an accident. I mean, an accident. Like, how do you accidentally put a penis in your mouth and suck it? I mean, I've been pretty drunk before, and I've never sucked a penis.
Well, I could see why you're upset.
And they lied. You know, I don't even know if that night was the first time. Anyways, here.
You brought me their underwear?
My wife doesn't wear underwear. That's her negligee.
That should have been a red flag.
You said to bring something personal, right?
Yes, usually it's a comb or, a favorite coffee cup, something like that. But this is definitely
You want to know where I
personal.
found that? Balled up at the bottom of our bed by my feet. I thought it was like a t-shirt or something.
Have you thought about leaving your wife? Maybe getting a new friend?
No. That's too good. I want them dead.
Dead.
And I don't care what it costs either.
You're sure?
I'm sure.
Dead.
Dead.
Okay.
What are you doing? What is that?
This is our demon.
A demon? Are you fucking with me?
No, sir. This is nothing to play with. Once this demon is unleashed, there is no turning back.
A demon. You're telling me that that toy is a demon?
This is not a toy. And yes.
I thought you were like some sort of hitman or killer for hire or whatever.
Oh, Ronald. I'm not a killer. I am a facilitator and a collector, of course.
This is nuts.
If you've changed your mind or you're uncomfortable with our methods, you may take your items back now. No harm, no foul.
No.
You're sure? Give me your hand.
Why?
Blood is required to bind the deal.
Ah.
All right.
Is that it?
Yes.
What about the money? I haven't paid you.
No money. The demon takes a soul.
A soul?
Whomever is darkest.
You never said anything about a soul.
Well, you never asked. And what difference does it make to you anyway?
It's just... When will they die?
Right? Now.
You're amazing.
Paul?
Where did all the stuff go?
The items were absorbed through the gold rings. That's how the demon finds its victims.
And when it's done?
It will reappear.
Have you ever seen the real thing? Not like the statue?
I can see it right now.
Whoa. Those are so cool.
They're one of a kind.
Are they real gold?
Certainly are. 24 karat.
Dang, but they're really expensive.
We put it this way. Could cost you your soul to have one.
Hey everybody.
Hey! Wasn't I great?
You were
You're
great.
amazing.
You were
Yes, I
absolutely great. We got some
I am a
applause.
legend in my own mind.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do, man. I really had fun. All of us working together was really cool. We shot that
And that was good.
2 days. 2 days, filmed it in that toy store, which is Big Bang Toys, which at the time was owned by the guy that owns the Days of the Dead convention, and now is owned by the fine people that own Nightmare Toys.
Nightmare Toys, yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool. So if you find your way to Las Vegas, find that store.
Yeah, we got some awesome horror toys stores here, so.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Atomic Museum.
You know, I went there once when I was in school. Did a little project in there, and it's been years since I've been, but I know it's super cool little place.
Yeah. Because when I was a kid, we went up to Vegas to see a bomb go off.
Oh, did you?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember you sat on bleachers, got sandblasted, came back to your hotel,
That's
and the windows
crazy.
were all broken.
There's old pictures of like the Flamingo and some other hotel pools that people would you'd stand out there and you could see the mushroom cloud. Kind of crazy,
Yeah,
man. That's
it's
such
amazing.
a crazy thing.
I want to say thanks real quick to everybody in the chat that was saying that they liked the film. Thank you guys so much for watching it. Thank you for liking it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Michael was amazing. Darren was amazing. Everyone that worked on that was amazing. It was a lot of fun. We got to do some more of that stuff.
No, that was good. It was definitely good. Nice job, Michael. I was
Thank
definitely a privilege to work with you on that one. So
it was really cool. It was very.
It was
cool.
for me too.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel more alive when I'm working than anything else I do.
For sure.
Yeah, it's fun. Hopefully we can
If I
get
had
back
a
to
life,
doing
it
that.
might be different. But
That's not a bad life, though. You want to
yeah,
act in
except
some
I've been
movies?
on house arrest now for 356 days.
Yeah, you and the rest of us.
And since the Once and Future smash, I remember when this first started, I thought, oh man, I'm not even going to live through this shit.
Well, we're
And I
glad you
still
did.
may not.
No, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. We need you around. So one of the Darren says so much fun. Yeah, he says thanks, Mike. And Darren Flores is in our chat there, guys. For those of you watch, and Darren is the gentleman that plays the husband in that short film, and he was fantastic in that as well.
Yeah.
Darren's.
I'm
good
sorry
friend.
about your soul, Darren. But
That's funny.
Yeah, you should have asked for all the details before he made the deal. So that's the lesson learned in that short film, right? Like that's the moral of the
I
story.
told you, you could back out, no harm, no foul.
You offered him up, yeah. You gave him a way out, but he was too set on killing his wife and his friend. So, Mike, I know we were talking about some of the movies we want to talk about and some of your work that you've done, and you had mentioned that that Fingers is now out on Shudder and Amazon and a couple things like that.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about Fingers? I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. I'm excited to check
I'm
it out.
Fox, and it comes from a misunderstanding.
Okay.
I have a beef with this guy, and I want to get even to him, and he has this incredible handwriting. And so I decide that I'm going to take that away from him. And being dyslexic, I gave the wrong address to the guy I hired to take care of this. And not knowing that until after all the guy's fingers are gone, I go to make amends. And,
I think it's fun. So it's a horror comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
about
awesome.
this girl who has a phobia about deformities. And I'm the creator of the deformities.
Oh, I gotta see it, man! I'm excited to check it out. Well, I'll watch it tonight when we finally shut down for the day. Check it out this evening with the wife,
Cool.
who's also a huge fan of yours and says to say hello.
Oh, hi. Yeah, tell her I said hi too.
I will. Yeah, my wife and I were lucky enough when we met Michael, we went down and met him, and then we got to go have dinner with him. What did you say it was? Was it it's now a taco shop, or it was a taco shop? I can't remember.
It was a champagne bar or restaurant type thing, and that went under. And it's a seafood place, and that sort of went under too, but that's because of what's going on now. And prior to that, it was a place called the All American Cafe,
Nice.
which had been open for years and had some of the best French fries and gravy I ever had. But French fries and gravy are gone from Long Beach forever now, because the last place that had them, due to this C-19 thing, the guy who owns it, Nick, just called it quits, and there's no more Long Beach Cafe.
Is that French fries and gravy? Is that like poutine? Is that what that is?
It was when I was a kid in New York, the Catholic kids would eat French fries and gravy on Friday because they couldn't eat meat,
Oh, that's right.
and you know, not realizing that beef gravy is actually meat, or something.
Just gonna say that. Yeah.
But not being Catholic, it didn't bother me, and I just really developed a great urge for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had just tried, which is a similar thing, I guess, as poutine, which it's like fries and gravy and then cheese. But there's a local place here that the restaurant owners and stuff are from Canada, and it's really it was very good, very good.
Yeah.
Not good for me. Have you ever had that, Justin?
No, never have.
It's good.
Sounds good though.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious.
Potatoes, cheese, gravy.
Yeah, yeah. What else could you ask for?
Yeah, here in LA, we've got a place called Tommy's Burgers.
Yeah, we got Tommy's. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a triple bypass lunch.
We had a place here for a long time called the Heart Attack Grill.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if you weighed over a certain amount, you got a meal for free. And it was downtown on Fremont. And I think the meals were literally called the bypass burger, triple bypass burger. It was ridiculous. And I think what happened was 2 people actually ended up dying in there.
Really?
Yeah. You look it up. I don't know. I forgot if it was 1 or 2, but there was, unfortunately, yeah. Kind of.
And they didn't promote that? I
They
mean,
may
that
have.
should be their big selling point, you think,
Yeah, it's hard to
man.
say. It may
I had a
have.
friend who ate himself to death. He lived in Woodstock when he went, and worked at a coffee house. This is also a place with some incredible music, but he ate so much, and his stomach got so fat that it actually crowded his organs and it killed him.
Oh wow,
Man.
that's sad. If you're gonna eat a lot, you gotta get out and get a little exercise. Speaking of, I need to get out and get a little exercise. I feel like I've been cooped up in the house so much that my legs don't even have the strength to walk around like they used to.
Yeah, I don't get exercise anymore.
No.
I don't get any less, but I.
Did you say that you do a little workout routine every day to some music that you like?
Well, I can still dance. I just can't walk or run.
Oh, okay. Dancing is definitely good exercise. We have a couple of people in the chat here that were saying how much they like you and how funny you are, and they enjoy your personality. And yes, you have a fantastic personality. We all love you, and thank you guys, and thank you, Cindy, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Very nice. We do appreciate that. Yeah, Mike,
Yes,
it's always
I do.
fun chatting with you, man. It really is. It's cool. So, do you have any new projects on the horizon? You have any new things lined up for the future?
Well, the Once in Future Smash or Smash Mouth 2 is still in post. There's another one. Wait a minute. The Farce of Oliver Waters is in post. That's a thesis film I went back to Syracuse, New York to do.
Oh, wow.
And I'm supposed to be on this thing called the Blackstone. And then there's another one I'm supposed to do after, and we're shooting that one in Vegas. It's called Third Floor.
Oh, nice. When is that? Do you know when you're shooting?
Who
that?
knows? I mean, they've got to finish Blackstone, and for months now. I mean, I thought we'd have it done because they said between the 16th and the 28th they were going to get my scene done, but it didn't happen again. And I haven't talked to Nancy O'Brien, who's the writer producer, and she puts out some pretty good product. I got a film of hers somewhere around here.
Oh, that's cool.
But the Backlot Murders or something like that.
That
was
sounds like
actually
fun.
that was pretty good. It just moved right along, you know.
Is that an older movie or recent, more recent?
I'm not sure, you know. I don't think it's I don't think it's that recent, but you know, it was one of the ones. I think she's in it, but
Yeah,
uh, that may have been the last time she worked in front of camera because now she's just behind it.
right.
And
That's
Michael, I wanted to ask you: has there been any role that's been what's been your dream role that you always wanted to get, whether it's a certain character or out of a book, or a role that someone else had? Have you always kind of had that one type of role that you've always kind of dreamed about?
well, I had a role set to shoot in Iowa where I was a guy going through Alzheimer's, and I just really wanted to do it. I mean, they flew out from Chicago. We had a reading, and then they took off, went back, and then we got shut down. I was really kind of weird when I saw Joker.
Uh-huh.
I saw a lot of Greasy Strangler in that, and I would have loved to have done that.
Right. No, for sure.
And
Who was
that type of thing would be good. No, I really don't. I just like to work.
Right.
It's hard to say that I want to do this or I want to do that. I'd love to do a Western.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do a Western. Western would be fun.
I want to be on Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be very cool. Nice.
I mean, I've been on Star Trek. I was in The Quest for Spock. I'm a Vulcan priest when the body comes off the ship. And I look like a fugitive from the Mikado. That was the first time I worked on that.
That's amazing.
And I did some Next Generation.
Oh wow!
And the last one they did Star Trek, where it was the beginning of the prequel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was in, you know, I did extra work in a couple of those episodes.
Wow.
And there's a good scene of my butt in the second to last episode of Next Generation.
Really?
Mark that down, everybody.
Yeah, I'm scurrying across the floor, and you can see my butt. I did another thing that didn't make it into it. They actually reshot it, but I fucked it up. So that was it. They moved on.
But your butt made it in there, and that's
but you know,
what else can we ask for? Real quick, I gotta say a big thank you to John Hoban. I hope I'm saying your last name right, John. Thank you so much. John gave us a super chat, and he says it's for Big Ronnie and for all the bullshit artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I call horse shit on that.
I love that scene when you go back and forth with all the horse shit, bullshit. There's a lot. There's a penguin. It's so fantastic.
That shit. That's a great song, Batshit Crazy.
Oh, who sings that?
By Sophie Tucker.
I don't know. I'll have to. Oh, that's the band you were sharing with me, right?
Yeah, they're the ones that have been doing the half-hour workout for me every day.
That's fantastic. You got to get yourself like a TikTok channel or something that where you can do your half-hour dance workout live.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, we got to get that set up for you.
Yeah, the good parts are when I'm lighting cigarettes in the middle of it. You know?
That's pretty hardcore.
Or smoking and drinking coffee, and you know, maybe a sandwich.
One other thing I don't want to forget to talk about is before, when we were setting up, you were telling me that you're doing something on Monday nights in a group. You want to chat about that a little bit?
Yeah, Sherry Carlson, who's has been a friend and mentor forever. uh, has has a class on Monday nights called the Monday Night Players, or It's a Bad Idea. And I don't know. We've been together now we've done 4 shows, and some stuff is up
Okay.
on this YouTube channel, but I don't know how to get to it myself.
Well, we'll find it and share it.
They're planning on doing a little ensemble thing that we can do, like from our homes.
So what is it exactly? Is it an acting class? Is it like just acting exercises? What exactly is it?
Well, it's mostly a class.
Okay.
We get exercises, and we have homework. Like I think I've got to do a monologue next week.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I screwed up the last monologue, so
So you got to get an A on this one
No, I mean, there's no grades. I'm just doing it,
to have fun.
Because it gives her some
Cool content.
notoriety, I guess, because I'm the most famous student she ever had.
Oh, very nice.
Awesome.
And are those things then? Are they like they're open for the public to see? Like people can watch it after it's been done, or
They should. Yeah, there's a channel on YouTube. I don't think there's much on it now, but there's an old picture of me on the banner
nice.
when I was young and cute. Although I was in my 40s then, so I wasn't that young. I just looked better then. It was sort of like I looked like in the video did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I think I just found it. The channel is called "It's a Bad Idea." Is that the?
Yeah.
Is that right? And there's a link to one of your. It's the homeless sketch with you. Is that correct?
Is there?
Yeah. That's what I
yeah.
see
Why
here.
did I become homeless?
I'll
That's
drop
the one I screwed up.
Oh, is it? Okay. Should I not share that one?
No, show it.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Yeah, I'll share it in the group and hopefully people check it out.
No, any shameless self-promotion, is all right with me.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Exploit me.
Well, I just dropped the link to that in the chat so people can watch. Also, we just got another super chat from Camilla. Thank you so much, Camilla, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Very kind of you guys. So what else? Like anything else we want to chat about before we hop off here? Anything else exciting you want to share with us, or?
I'm sure there's a ton of shit.
Well, you got to come back too. So.
Yeah, we would love to.
I'd love to come back. I mean, hanging out with you guys today has been a good one. I love it.
There's a lot more to talk about.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, endless amounts of questions, and we love hanging out with you too, man. So, we should take advantage of this time where we're all kind of locked up and chat some more.
Yeah. Well, I don't do much of anything when I'm not locked up. I mean, this year or last year, I thought I was going to have a good year because I was booked for like 16 or 17 days.
Oh wow,
that leaves a few days open.
Right.
And then when I did tropical cocktails, went to the Dominican Republic. I worked, I think 4 or 5 days, and I was there a month.
Oh wow. Yeah, for those of you that aren't familiar with Tropical Cocktails, that's a show that was on, I believe, Adult Swim, and directed by Jim Hoskins, right? The director of Greasy Strangler.
And I think it's back. I think they're running it again.
Is it? I
I heard somewhere that they must be getting desperate. So
It is a super weird but really fun show. I definitely
anything that Jim is involved in is really good.
Yeah.
If you look him up, he's got all these little short films that always leave you wanting more. And,
and that's how the Greasy Strangler kind of came to be, right? Like, wasn't it one of his shorts kind of used as a?
Yeah, well, I know I read for An Evening with Beverly Loughlin a couple of years before.
Oh, really?
and never heard a thing until suddenly uh, I'm in this short called Making It by Katerina Fabrique. And she, they got a hold of her, because they were looking for me.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I found out about the Greasy Strangler.
That's awesome.
But
And they just offer you the role? Did you do an audition for that? How did that?
I actually auditioned for it. And that was an amazing thing because the casting people, please forgive me for not remembering your names. Oh, God, this is so embarrassing. They worked so hard with me because I suck at auditions.
It's got to be hard.
No, I just can't take them seriously. It's not like working. It's pretending. And I was a casting director for a while, and I know I have contempt for everybody.
Right.
So you don't come in there and put on your best face during auditions often.
No, and most of the time they're just there, thank you, do this, do that.
Right.
You get very few notes. You very rarely do a second take. These people just worked with me.
Oh, that's great.
And we're very serious about it. And I think there need to be more people in casting like that, because there is a lot of talent out there like me that are just not good at auditions.
Right.
I don't know how I did it with the Video Dead, because I just heard there was that movie and I called up their office and said, I'm coming over.
Why was it shooting like
I
nearby?
Just barged in. I ended up getting a script and reading this part, and I didn't know they already had cast it, but somehow I got the part.
That's awesome.
And
did you tell me once before that there was like was there more footage of you in Video Dead that got cut or something like that?
There were scenes that got shot that didn't get used because originally I was the first 20 minutes of the movie, or I would have been. And then Avco Embassy wanted more, running around zombie type stuff. They didn't even want to look at anything else.
I like the way that movie opens up though. Like it's fun. It's fun how you just get a package at your door. Don't seem to know what it's about. It's just so much fun. Like fun old horror films. I love it.
I loved it because I had such a large house.
Yeah.
I mean, my front door was in San Rafael. My bedroom was in the Sunset District of San Francisco. And the living room and kitchen were in Mill Valley.
Oh, wow. That's quite a house.
Yeah. Just miles of house.
We have a guest here in the chat that says, as John Hoban again, he says he wants to see a Greasy Strangler sequel. I do too.
No, I want to see a Greasy Strangler musical.
I would watch that as well.
I really think that would be the best way to go. I mean, there can be sequels, but at the ending, I mean, we're both pretty much stuck as Greasy Stranglers, and we, I don't know if we can come back from that. We'd have to, appear everywhere in that, and I don't know if that would be, very good for disco tours. Yeah.
You should also put on your own disco tours. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. Well, there's, these guys, the Old Man Rap Syndicate are doing them in Omaha now.
Are they really?
Yeah. So you can see what KC and the Sunshine really like.
That's amazing. Justin,
I got to be a rap star for a while, or a rap artist.
You did a little rapping?
Not really, but
You're in a
I got
video?
sampled.
I love it.
And then Phil Anselmo brought me out to do this thing called Choosing Mental Illness.
Oh
where
yeah, that's
I,
really cool.
I play Nurse Ratchet from One Flew
That's
Over the
funny.
Cuckoo's Nest, and that was great.
You
And
look
I
lovely
also,
as a nurse, by the
I
way.
was on stage with him in a band, one of his bands called Scar in San Diego, because they sampled some of my bullshit artists, I think it was, that they sampled for one of their songs. I just did a promo for them. They did a live stream concert from a place called The Lair, which I think is in San Diego, but I don't know. And I couldn't get into the concert, so they sent me the codes and everything, and just didn't work out.
Oh no,
Yeah,
John.
it's just me and my tech and unskilled tech ability.
Yeah, I'm not very good with tech either. Justin's my tech friend.
It's a
that
lot.
Answers
It's
a
like
lot of questions.
Yeah, it's hard for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially us old farts. You know, I mean, they've got it now, so you can't get your COVID shot unless you can use the internet. There's an awful lot of senior citizens who cannot use the internet
Right.
and don't even have it. And unless you have a smartphone, you can't get rides to your medical appointments, because if you don't answer your texts, they don't show up. And I spent 2 weeks with a smartphone, and I just was so embarrassed that the damn thing was smarter than I was. I mean, 2 weeks, and I couldn't even make or get a phone call on the damn thing.
Oh no.
And so I just went back to my flip phone thing.
Yeah, those are easier to use.
My dad had a flip phone up until about 2 years ago, so he's on the same boat. He's just like, just give me something that works as a talking device.
Yeah.
You know, and they actually sell right now. There's a company out there right now that's like trying to promote minimalism and certain things with the smartphones. So they're trying to artistically go back to the old ways. You know, just packaging up kind of, and you know, a new way of thinking. You know, it's just they have this phone out that's just contacts, text messages, and that's it. You know, like it's a revolutionary thing, but.
It's kind of cool because you save some time. I definitely waste a lot of time.
And I mean,
on my
with
phone.
texting, how the hell do you text? You got 3 letters on each number. I mean, how does that work?
Well, that's where the smartphone comes in. That they have their own letters on a smartphone. So there's the one benefit right there to the smartphone.
No, that's one advantage.
I was going to
Now,
share.
if I ever learn how to spell.
It also has spell check. It is pretty nice too. So that's you know, we'll get you on a smartphone next time I see you. Maybe we'll work together to find you a smartphone.
This is me from Close Encounters.
From Close Encounters. You work on the movie Close Encounters?
No, but I ended up with one of the alien heads.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you still have
a
it?
trash can walking off the set one day.
Oh wow. Do you still have that?
No, it was starting to fall apart, so I sold it.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
I was hoping somebody could take care of it, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And these are the people who did the Once and Future Smash or Smash Mouth 2.
So that's a sequel to something else?
No, that's the one where we're selling blenders at the Mad Monster.
Who's the director on that one and the DP? I think I know them.
It's Love from Hollywood, Michael and
Sophia, right?
Sophia, yeah.
Yep, they're friends of ours. They actually, crazy enough, you need to ask them. They worked on another 12 Deaths short film.
Really?
Sophia was the DP for Heidi's, and Michael was a camera operator. So they actually are part of your universe in multiple ways, Michael.
Yeah, 'cause you remember Heidi? She was the one that was like the AD on our film that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're a great team.
Yeah, they are. They're some good people. So.
Mm.
That's funny. Small world. Just to show you guys out there, it is a very tiny world, especially in the horror community.
Yeah. I wanted to also share. I shared your fan page on Facebook. In our
Thank you.
chat here. Yeah. So any of you guys who are fans of Michael's here, follow him on his fan page. He shares a lot of fun stuff. He's a great guy.
So you're a fan of the arts. You got a lot of art behind you, Michael.
Yeah, I was. That was supposed to be my retirement fund, and I never could quite bring myself to sell anything.
Yeah.
I have sold some. Most of the stuff gets stolen, or I give it away.
Oh, jeez.
You do have some really cool pieces, though. You were sharing that photo with us
there's a couple
earlier.
museums that want some of them.
Really?
So, yeah, and I have an Orozco in a museum in San Diego, and well, I don't have it anymore. They have it. All the Diego Rivera's and Frida Kahlo's are gone, and I'm not sure where the hell they went. But I had those.
How'd you get into collecting the art like that? And what got you there?
And and I've got Nag Arnaldi sculptures and paintings and things. Those aren't being stolen, which is good. He's dead now, but they still don't want him.
You had a pretty cool picture there of Salvador Dali, correct? Like of
yeah. There's another picture around somewhere I can't find where he's leaning on a cactus with a cow skull on his head.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I remember it scared the hell out of me when I saw that. I remember running away screaming.
So you were there the day of that photo where he's wearing the cow skull?
Yeah, this was all about the same time.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Just a kid at the time?
Yeah, we lived at we were at, it was, where the cliff divers are in Acapulco, or where Elvis Presley did that movie Fun in Acapulco.
Mm-hmm.
It's that hotel. At the time, though, you stayed in, they had grass huts on the hillside with paths going up to them, and you slept in hammocks.
Oh, wow.
Because the hotel itself really was just a dining room and the nightclub, and then the patio where the cliff divers were, or the terrace there.
Right.
And that was the extent, and they had a pool too. The pool ended up with a little rubber boat in it with my name on it.
Oh, no shit. That's
yeah.
awesome.
That's when because I wanted to be a diver, so I dove off the side of the building into the pool before I realized I couldn't swim.
Oh, no.
And there was nobody around.
Oh, my goodness.
But I found the bottom and pushed myself up and ended up crawling out just as somebody ran down to get me.
Oh, wow. It's scary.
And then they put a boat in there in case I did it again.
That's awesome. So, what do you think, Justin? It's time to go get set up for the premiere?
Yeah. So, Michael, you definitely have to be back on again. So,
yeah, we would love
I
having
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, we love chatting with you, man. It's been an honor.
But yeah, everyone, thank you for coming today. Everyone in the chat, and then Michael will be here again, so you guys can come back and ask him questions. And Michael, I want to talk next time you're on. I want to talk about sailing and movies and more movie stuff. So
Salvador Dali.
Yeah. So you got to come on like real soon. Whenever, we'll have you on whenever.
Yeah, you tell us when you're ready. We'll have you back.
When's your next show?
We might do another one next week if you want to.
Well, let's just keep it rolling.
No. You got to get to that movie, man. You're going to run out of people in time. Anyway, thank you so much for having me.
Mike, thanks so much, man.
Yeah,
I love people who just let me ramble.
I love listening to your ramble, man.
All right, everybody. We will see you guys later. Michael, stay on for a second, and then we'll see you guys next time. Stick around for the 3:00 premiere.
Yep.
Of,
I believe that's The House on the Hill.
A House on the Hill. So, All right. Thank you guys. And you guys have been awesome. And we will cut out here. All right.